Public outrage against the Korean justice system that effectively allowed Chosun to go on a stabbing rampage in Sillimdong, Seoul, that left one person dead, has generated calls for tougher sentencing for criminals, especially after it has been revealed that Cho was never jailed in the past, despite several previous convictions.
한 번 폭력을 휘두르거나 한 번 죄를 지은 사람은 분명히 또 똑같은 죄를 지어요. 근데 그거를 풀어줬다는 게 잘못된 거예요.
Hello, this is Il Young from Korea Now. Recently, as heinous crimes such as Jung Yoo-jung, who murdered a total stranger she only met on a teaching app, and the indiscriminate knife attacks carried out by Chosun and Choi Won-jong made headlines, many ordinary Koreans have started to take a firmer stance against random acts of violence. Accordingly, the Korean government is pushing to create a new prison term that bars parole for those sentenced to life imprisonment for murderous random attacks.
The Ministry of Justice said a revision to the Criminal Act, which contains the creation of the life sentence without parole, has been pre-announced as of August 14. The ministry is of the position that new rules will be applied based on the seriousness of the crime and future threats to society.
그 형법상의 무기징역의 종류 중에서 가석방이 가능한 것과 가능하지 않은 것을 나누는 조문으로 충분합니다.
Under the current criminal law, offenders sentenced to life imprisonment can be eligible for parole after 20 years in prison if certain conditions are met. The only punishment more severe than life imprisonment is the death penalty, but the nation has not carried out executions since December 1997. The Supreme Court recently said it is necessary to introduce a life sentence without parole to permanently isolate vicious criminals from society. Such a sentence has already been introduced in places like the United States and other countries. On the other hand, there are objections that the crime prevention effect of life imprisonment without parole has not been verified and that it can cause problems of unconstitutionality, as it is a form of punishment comparable to the death penalty, and it can cause difficulties in correctional management. Those that advocate this stance have naturally called for a careful review of the whole institutionalization process. Despite reservations, many are arguing that the introduction of a life sentence without parole should deal with the glaring loophole in the current life sentence. In particular, experts point out that due to certain provisions baked into the existing system, a criminal serving a life sentence for committing a vicious crime can be released on parole before prisoners serving a finite number of years in jail.
The death penalty has long been a hotly debated issue in Korea and around the world. Now, with no one being put to death here, fierce public debate is expected over the introduction of life imprisonment without parole, which is seen by many as being akin to the death penalty. What do you think about the latest move by the Korean government? Do you think it will help deter crime or be ineffective? Let us know your thoughts. As always, we will keep you informed about this and all other key issues on Korea Now.